Guten Tag, hello, welcome back. Hey, it's I speak German too, I guess. Moin, if you're watching this in the morning. But if you're not, that's, you know, eins vier, eins Bier von Fassbitter. We're playing Danganronpa. Murder, just been two of them, maybe. One of them's a suicide, could be, but I don't know. We really don't know. I have a suspicion that someone did the murder in the conference room at the hospital, and it could be Mikan, because if she was exposed to the despair disease, that could mean that she wanted to fucking murder somebody instead of taking care of them, because it seems that they go to the far opposite of whatever their personality is. So could be her, although something came up where I was like, oh, I'm not sure, that doesn't really make sense. We watched the movie that Monokuma gave us too. I'm not sure on the connections that Hajime drew about the lion being Hiyoko, because I feel like that the courage lion made me think of Akane, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, really? After, cause wait, how long ago did you beat Lasso, Piper? A rundown, rusted and rotting car someone abandoned. Yeah, maybe it'll start up if I keep staring at it. Looks like it's not a clue to the incident. It's got 3 wheels though. That's kind of cool. Gundam.
So
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide it in the first place. Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. Don't worry, I wear my Depends everywhere I go. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? What is he like when he has to take a shit? I've also, but I feel you, Piper. I've been there too with games. Like I got to a point. I feel like playing them solo really got me to that point. Streaming them has been really nice because I've actually getting to talk to people like you and like really awesome people, and experience all these games with people. But yeah, you get to a point. That's true. That's fucking crazy, dude. God, that's crazy. You get to a point though where you're just kind of like, it's just not the same unless you got people to play with. I feel that, man.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue,
I get it.
he met up with Mika and me. It was the same when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue. Yeah, I've seen some people streaming that actually. Maybe we should tear it up. Tear it up, baby. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, he met up with Mika and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door. We discovered Yoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? Gundam. I know Gundam was there. As I recall. Monami. Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Yeah! Kirby, do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Yeah, it's Gundam, Monami, and Chiaki. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami. So we got Sonya, Kazuichi. Not Hiyoko, because, well, you know, that. Oh!
I see.
So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, now Hiyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panic in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we were circling the island. We came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater in that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mika and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body. What? Do you still doubt me? I keep saying as they say. That's my new trend now, apparently. What, do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. I've done things I deserve to be doubted for. Thank you, baby. That's why I try my fucking best. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue, but the fact is Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. All right. That's fucking awful. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do in the end to end up like that. Fuyuhiko looks at his tiny little body on his top of his shoulders. Fuyuhiko's account has been added to the truth book section of your handbook. All right. Can I talk to Gundam anymore? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. He's always like this. How does he talk to his mommy and daddy? Or his dads, or his moms, or his creatures? Hiyoko was killed between the time you discovered Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? And whoever didn't show themselves when you came to the motel are suspicious. That means Kazuichi and Sonya. Well, I'm suspicious too. During that time, Mika and I were looking for Ibuki. I have no alibi because I didn't meet anyone. But still, the time I spent running around looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. Yeah, okay. So, I'm thinking Hiyoko was murdered at the motel. That's my current running theory. How's my pet doing, by the way? I gotta make sure it's shit. Gundam lives in his own fucking world. It's beautiful. My fucking muffler scarf man. Just look at him. Look at how fucking sick he is. He's like a cross between like what? Like, he reminds me of Taka. A little bit of Celestia with the color scheme. And then, God, who else? Who else did it? It's like, he's kind of like a mix between them. They both live in their own kind of like fucking their world. Every time Monokuma shows up on these screens, I have to take a fat shit. It's like Pavlov's dog, except instead of drooling, it's shitting. All right. No, we just checked my pet. She's doing fine. She's doing just fine. Okay. Well, I guess that's the door. Yoko's room. Yoko's room. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. All right, I should go inside. Motel, guest room. Check it out, it's the fucking guest room. So, Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room. But I feel a little conflicted. Well, well, well. Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What? Did something happen? Like you getting into this room without the key? No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What the fuck does that? What does she mean? No time to talk to her, though. I gotta look at this trash bin. Gotta look at this tiny little refrigerator. My god. Okay. What is that? What? Oh, it's the Monokuma. Every time Monokuma shows up on these screens, my heart goes yippee! Give me the doll. 10 Monokuma. All right. There's a vent up there. What a motel-looking room. It's a surveillance camera. Beyond that, Monokuma is taking a shit. It is. It's just connected to the toilet. Bed isn't messed up. It does look like she was abducted in her sleep. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Pardon me. It's very, very important to draw that parallel. Sink. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone could use that. Interesting. Well, let's talk to Mrs. Nevermind.
The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too.
Oh, pardon me. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However, her fears of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono.
Her kimono?
Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then, I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad.
God, just think about, oh, Jesus. Just think about the fucking stench coming out the kimono is turning my fucking stomach.
She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore.
David, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. All right.
She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it.
I thought that she taught her to put the sash on.
She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono.
Oh, again. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono. Huh.
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, that Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
I told her that she's a dumb, stinky bitch and she should take a shower.
Yeah, maybe that'd do it.
By chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Let's let the voice actor do it, I guess. Okay, fine.
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Oh no. What do you call it? She was stuck in the room again when another murder took place. Probably came out and then they killed her, I guess? I don't know. Oh my god. Rough stuff. This may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Trash remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. She went to the music venue to wear her kimono, to put on her kimono. That's a little weird. Trash locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that. She was abducted by someone. Oh my god. Hiyoko locked her, Trash locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation?
I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation.
Nobody knew? That's the case. How did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? I don't think they did. They were probably hiding in the storage room. They were probably hiding in the storage room, and she came inside. She came inside, tied her kimono up, and then that's when they slit that throaty. Oh my god. And Dave Dog, I'm so sorry. P is stored in the balls. Thank you for the daily reminder. I appreciate it. Something's wrong. Sony's account has been added to the truth book section of your handbook.
I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh, well. Is it that time already? Get ready for the next 3 episodes to be a trial. These things take like an insanely long time, especially when I mess things up. Almost got me, but I didn't. I didn't say it.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know.
That's weird.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
Solid. Monokuma rock. It's already time. Oh, me. Hajime, apparently I can't get his voice right. So, this again. I'm just a regular high schooler that keeps being attacked. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I could do is go. There we go, baby. Fuck yeah, we're back. We're back in Caction. We're back in Coction. We're back in contraception. All right, let's do it. Somewhere over the rainbow. Why the fuck? What am I doing? The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims in order to find that truth. The only thing I can do is go. Let's let's farm some more experience. I gotta put my phone down. It's distracting me. Let's save actually. Why not? Let's save. And how is our pet doing? Gotta take a poo? She's okay. Let's just farm a level up. Let's farm a level up and talk about what we think is going on. Okay. So, clearly something's going on. I think it's probably what was I gonna say? Something's going on. What the fuck was that? Clearly something's going on. Yeah, no shit. 2 people have been murdered. So, okay. So, Sony talked to Trash, and she said that, I know, look at this man. This man is insane. Sony talked to Trash, and she said, no, shit, Snake and Me hasn't pooed yet. And she said that you should go to the thing. We'll just run around one more time just to get the experience. So Sony talked to Trash, told her to go to the music venue to use the mirror there. Trash probably went there. The killer, who was waiting inside the storage room for everyone to come in and then to blend in with the crowd, was probably there. And they had to kill her, and they had just enough time probably to do it. They probably slit her throat in the Did they slit her throat in the storage room though? And Ibuki would have had to be dead if Hiyoko. I'm so confused. If Hiyoko was there. Oh, if Hiyoko was there. Oh my god. This one I'm having trouble with. I'm having trouble putting it together. I don't know who I'm theorizing yet. Did the murder. Could be Nagito, I guess. He seems like he's kind of gung-ho to die. But what else is new? Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough, the little man shat his pants. Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk. Hold it right there.
Monomy's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. I don't know. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, let's look at all the people we have, actually. I'm thinking... Byakuya, no. Nagito... I don't know if it's Gundam. Could be Kazuichi. I really don't know. I really don't know, honestly. Akane Owari. I don't have a strong suspect. I just have suspicions, but I don't have anyone where I'm like 80% sure at this point. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru?
I see. So you've come to avenge him.
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway,
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately available today, let's just say he's absent.
bye.
Oh, now then, I gotta go first.
Let you.
Hold on. I won't let you escape.
Hey, hey!
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves. More importantly, don't forget to smile. It's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, and if every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn
What are you saying,
for?
fiend?
You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Let's talk to everybody before we head on in.
Just as I thought, this particular incident. Oops, we can continue this later, right, Hajime?
What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. He is. He's like, we'll get to this later after we decide which of our classmates to kill. It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make history.
Jeez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of two fallen comrades.
What are you, Kaz?
This is bad.
Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but... Aw, I think he has a crush on Nekomaru too. Hey, what are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back. Goddamn right, Akane. Goddamn right. I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monami all that much. She's just saying stupid things that'll make us get even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good. Not my Monami. Don't do it. Best girl.
Hey,
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then we need to end this once and for all.
It almost sounds like she could do it. Could it be Chiaki? I mean, I always in the first game I was always like kind of sus on Kyoko because I was like maybe she's just too perfect. It's too perfect that she's your ally. And I'm wondering if it's the same thing with Chiaki. Because she was the one... I mean, because even Nagito was dropping that hint, being like, I bet that person would be pretty upset right now that you couldn't kill 3 people. And then Chiaki was like, yeah, I can't kill 3 people. I think because maybe she was wondering that too. That's why she was double checking that rule. And then her in the dark could have also been her hiding shit from what's his name. How'd you get back to the motel though? It's so interesting. It's so weird. I don't know. Chiaki's not a big guess for me.
Hyoko, it must be my fault after all.
well,
Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed.
Mikan, how you doing?
I haven't been helpful at all. Couldn't even figure an estimated time of death. I'm sorry, I'm such a useless piece of trash.
You know what? Apology not accepted. Rawr. So sorry. All right, sounds good, Piper. It's good to see you. Have a good one. Bye. Good morning or good night, whatever you're doing. Anyway, see you later, dude. Thanks for coming by. Bye. Roar.
Look at that shit. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping mob Monokuma Rock.
And that's when I suddenly noticed it.
I noticed our lined up silhouettes getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back,
I won't be able to press forward. In you go. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, down he goes. Jesus Christ. Getting mulched up in there. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy shit, we're at 11 before this. It feels like there were so many more murders. Oh, we're at 10 technically with Nekomaru. I don't know if he's alive. I think he has to be. That would just be weird if he just dies off. Like, maybe he dies later, but we see it on camera. Or, you know what I mean? But nobody said a word. What did it say? When everyone was inside Monochrome Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual, but nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. I think I fucked up the noise. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. It's almost more ominous without the sound. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Nice. Big iPad again. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
Well, two people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? Nani?
Well, now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. I am excited for this, actually. And so, the curtain to the third trial was about to open. It was about to part. Ibuki Miyota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those two is among us. Pog! Damn, look at him go. I definitely can't believe it. I think it's got to be someone on this page, because there's too many on this page still. Okay. Yeah, shit, there's 3 people dead in this one. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Oh, is Nekomaru... Oh, is this grayed out, actually? It kind of looks like it's intentionally grayed out. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. Sake. And so... And so, this line was already mentioned earlier. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to part. I like that better. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. As Bacon, would you like to save the current progress? Fuck yeah, my friend. Let's tear it up. Is this... Okay, that's not set. Okay. Delusion. Gauge recovers over time. What's the one? Slightly increase the time for each phase. Yeah, okay. That I like that one. Let's open the handbook. Let's check out the truth bullets. Is that actually, you know, let's just... let's talk to Monomi. We have 11 remaining. What's the one, algorithm? I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. I'll do this one too. And then we'll keep the 3. We'll keep the 3 for now. We'll keep the 3 for now. Just don't think we need that one yet. Wait. Can I see my own thing? 5'8". How do I know more about myself? Oh, never mind. Max influence. Okay. Level 62. Dislikes. Shit, man. That's too bad. Bathroom smells and alcohol. God, she's fucking hilarious. Okay. Pre-trial prep. Yeah, we're gonna savor this guy. Change difficulty. Open e-handbook. Yo, Virgil! Here he is, baby! How you doing? How you doing, dude? All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this shit in here. There are 2 victims this time: Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoki Sayonji. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Yeah. Okay. Good. Did your license, driver's license stuff, get worked out? Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. We never knew what the sharp-edged tool was. Was it paper cut? The wallpaper. No, it didn't, but I have other ways in 6 months. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Shit, that's, it's, well, at least you have a lot of time for it, but shit, man, that's fucking rough of fucking duff. Rough of fucking duff. There were bloodstains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. So she walked through some blood, 100%. Yoko's blood? I don't fucking know. The rope used for hanging, according to Mikan, there's no doubt the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. So Ibuki did commit suicide, but when is the question? The key to the motel room that Hiyoko was staying in, it was buried deep inside her kimono, so it was pretty difficult to retrieve. A thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting. Right, because it's wallpaper, so it's sticky. A black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage. It is not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was brought from the supermarket, and not something that was originally here. A stepladder was found at the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight bloodstain can be seen. Oh shit! Luna both, too. Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Alright, wow! Thanks! A stepladder was found on the music venue stage. Any susses so far? Okay, I'm honestly in the same fucking boat. I have no fucking clue. I'm pretty sure Ibuki was the one doing all the dirty work, though. Like, I'm reading through those truth bullets. I'm guessing that she went to the supermarket, got all that shit. What I'm confident in is that someone murdered. Okay, so someone else was set up a different security camera inside the hospital, and they were live streaming themselves. Up in the conference room, and what's his name thought, oh my god, that's Ibuki at the music theater, at the music area, ran there while the other person was still in the hospital. So who could it have been? Akane and Nagito were still there technically. Why would they do that? Why would they fucking do that? I don't know. It could have been anyone going to the hospital because they would have known that we had gone. So I'm not sure who the sus is, because I think Mikan and Fuyuhiko were together the whole time. So I'm just hoping it's not Mikan, honestly. But she does. I would be suspicious of her just because of the despair disease and her flipping and being like, I can't hurt anybody, to being, I'm going to fucking kill somebody. So that's one of the things. But I'm not really clear on who could be. A stepladder was found at the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight bloodstain can be seen. So I don't know what the T on the bloodstain is. But the one in the video that I saw, which kind of proves that point about there being two separate videos, was that there's no blood on the side of it, but maybe you just couldn't see it. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually light from this candle. That also kind of points to it being in the conference room. They're really pushing for the conference room, because even Chiaki had to go up there, because the reason they would use the candle is because they can't actually use the stage lights. A surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. Could have been an extra from Electric Avenue. The AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that, which disguised the time of death of the bodies. Evidence that a bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed the blood belonged to Hiyoko. True. Really gets that murder vibe going, you know what I mean? A strange glob that was stuck to where both music venue doors touch each other. That's right, I forgot about that. So... Hello, Sage. Hello, welcome back. No problem. We're just going over our case files. A strange glob that was stuck to where both music venue doors touch each other. That's right. Why was that there? Was that glue? I mean, they assumed it was glue. I'm not sure what that means yet. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. That's right. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Ah, fuck. It could be Mikan. It could be fucking Mikan. Because her and I were together. She, at the cottage. We go back to the hospital. I wait in the lobby. I think she goes up in the on-call room to go for a rest. Then she's like, oh, I should check on Ibuki. And then
But in the meantime, but that's the alibi. But really, she's the one getting on the ladder and like faking her death and everything. And oh my god. And then she's the one on the ladder faking her death. And then that makes me run away. I leave the hospital because I can't find Ibuki. I mean, Hajime leaves the hospital because I see the whole suicide thing going on. Mikan comes out of the hospital like, what's going on? And then finds Fuyuhiko. Hilarity ensues. Okay. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing... No, wait a minute. I don't think it could be Mikan. Unless she took all her bandages off. Because she has the bandages on her arms. It is. I laugh at death in this game more than I'm supposed to, I think. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital shows a person dressed in a hospital gown. Oh, also, I retconned the rule for right now, so I'm actually I mean to, because Piper named Sonya to Sony, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna retcon it, so that's actually what happened. So Hiyoko is now known as Trash, just so you know, Virgil. The bill got pushed through by popular demand. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder toward a noose. Could be because Mikan has bandages on her arms, so she could have just taken those off. But those hands do kind of look Nagito-like. I'm not gonna lie. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and they walked down to Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. That's true. I don't know. It might not be Mikan. Hiyoko was distraught. I mean, Trash was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonya apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. So I think she went there just... I caught in the closet once again, my friend. Yeah, literally. The invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. One ticket was passed out per person. The date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. That's going to be used to defend myself because everyone's going to be like, oh, sure, Hajime, you didn't see the movie, did you? A Monami tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently, you get another bag for free when you purchase it. So that would have explained how they had the two costumes. And Akane said there's only 4 gowns at the hospital, 1 for each patient, and they were all gone. But there's only 3 people wearing the gowns. But that's not the case, was it? And, I mean, could it be Chiaki? Could she have got the disease? Could she have gotten the fucking disease? That's the thing, is that mixes up the motive. She could have gotten the disease, and then when I came to the conference room, that's when she was trying to fucking tuck everything away. I don't know. The movie theater that Monokuma directed. There were a total of 3 deaths in the movie. First, Monami Scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, Monami Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monami Tin Man died by getting chopped into metal pieces. Oh yeah, you think it's dumb? Why do you think it's dumb? I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm interested to hear what you think. First, Monami Scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, Monami Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monami Tin Man died. So that's gotta be Ibuki. Monami Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monami Tin Man died by getting chopped into metal pieces. Is the Tin Man Kazuichi? Because he's the mechanic? I don't fucking know. There are 2 victims this time. Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko. Okay, we're back. All right, okay. It's good that we go through that. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's always the friggin' worst. I don't know why it said friggin'. I'm not bound by my channel points thing. It's always the fucking worst. All right, let's finish those preps. Proceed to the class trial. You ready? As ready as I'll ever
Now
be.
then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
I get to rest those vocal cords for a bit. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, actually. That's a good point.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
I think it's interesting because that you kind of have to think of yeah, it is a little ham-handed maybe. I do like it though because it makes you think about the it makes I actually do like it because it makes you think about, well, this person wouldn't do that because that's their character. But then you're like, okay, but they're actually they might be acting in the opposite of their interests, and it's hard to tell who's acting which way. So I don't know.
If you vote correctly, then only
knocked
the
over my
blackened
computer.
will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
Yeah, bitch.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Hajime was a dumb bitch who didn't share it with me.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Fair.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Nice. Good start.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I've never related to Hajime more than seeing him like that.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
There's 10. Yes, 10 of us total. No. God, let me go through that again. That's stupid. The hospital team: Nagito, Ibuki, Akane, Mikan, Fuyuhiko, Hajime. 6. Sonya, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, Hyoko. Yeah, because Nekomaru. That's right. There's still 12 of us alive, technically, but there was Nekomaru was indisposed. Pardon me.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
But he's not screaming. He kind of has a nice voice.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby.
All right, you know what? I'm going to go over that again. So, I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room so she hadn't slept all night while I waited in the hospital lobby.
And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Oh fuck! Could it be Mikan? Because she would know to turn the AC up. If it's Mikan, I'm gonna be fucking crushed. She would know to turn the AC up, turn the heat up so you could know when the bodies were actually killed. And Nagito had a hospital gown, so he wouldn't need to steal another. He wouldn't need to steal another one for Ibuki or for himself because he already has it. Unless I can't remember. No, he was in his hospital gown.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our site.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That she's talking about before. I thought she said the murder happened and she went back to the hospital. Wait, okay, hold on.
Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Oh, that's the only thing. Yeah, Mikan, she glued the door from the inside. How would she glue the door? I know. Oh, Virgil, you should be jealous of him, actually. Fucking Fuyuhiko. Don't confuse it. You know what it is? I'm wondering. That was good. That was fucking top tier. That was top tier fucking shit. That stupid half-blind bitch. I'm wondering if they just broke the. I'm wondering if they broke the. I'm wondering if they broke the drumstick as a red herring. Because why would they God. Okay. My thing is that there was also that chemical on the door, right? Probably glue, from what I'm guessing. So why would you also need to have the stick in the door? You know what I mean? I'm wondering if they broke that as a red herring to make people think that whoever killed them was inside the music venue. And that they were actually, excuse me, you can definitely hear that swallow. They glued the door shut. So they could still close the door behind them, and they could just squeeze the glue through the crack in the door. And maybe they did this like a day ago or something. But then they would have had to kill Hiyoko. Oh no. Hiyoko, that's her couple name. But they would have had to kill Hiyoko and then glue the inside of the door. I don't fucking know.
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's.
What were we just talking about there? Yeah, we had to break down the door. But the door went open, so there's no other option. The four of us broke the door down, broke down the door.
Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played
out. Oh, really?
Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Thank you. Honestly, not really. At Among Us, I'm not very good, but I've actually I play with my friends and it's pretty fun. But I really like playing a One Night Ultimate Werewolf. That's it's kind of the same deal with this. It's the same thing. You're trying to figure out one person you're essentially trying to convict somebody and guess what they did over the course of events based on everyone's alibis and people are lying and all that kind of shit. It's super fun. I really like this actually.
Well, it's clear what the
but I
problem with
appreciate
this
it.
case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who... Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Because I murdered her.
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
Is he crying
If
a
you're
little bit?
not lying, I would like you to prove it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
An interior gut. It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. damn it! I shouldn't have choked on my spit. I shouldn't have explained this to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. All right, what a movie invitation ticket. It's got to be that.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
Oops.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
What about Hiyoko?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Thinking that. No, bitch! Ah, I missed him. I missed him. I'm gonna get that one. It's that one right there. It's that juicy, that last one. The little fruit on the vine. I'm gonna reach up with my mouth and pluck it with my
Hajime's testimony
teeth.
is clearly suspicious.
Oh fuck, that doesn't matter.
Testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility.
I knew it was gonna be the movie
After all,
ticket, baby. I
Hajime is the
knew it was
only
gonna be the
witness.
movie ticket. Oopsie.
Why would
Lost 10
Hajime
seconds
lie?
off all that for nothing.
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Shut
The
up.
fact
I
that
know
the
why you obviously
bodies were
didn't.
imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
You know what's wrong, Nagito? I got a couple pieces of evidence. Number 1 and number 2.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Dumb hoe.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
I'm really glad that Nagito is very clear.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Yeah, bro.
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Shocky's just not having it anymore.
Now then, since we know
No, it
Hajime's
is. He's kind of
testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
exactly. He's like he's solidifying that.
So this means
But he is the
Ibuki
meme.
definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
For what?
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Some sort of murder suicide? No, that's not possible.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Exactly.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
Oh, you don't know.
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
Could it have been that Ibuki literally just... No, because you saw that corpse. We saw Ibuki's corpse.
They were?
If that's the case, The only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
No, he's not wrong.
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
People to me. Yeah. I know. I like. I was actually saying that to Sage earlier. As I was like, I like how you just feel like you're. It's not like, okay, it's Makoto leading the trial and everyone else is kind of following along. That's kind of what the first game felt like. And this game, it feels like everyone really has like I don't know. It's like everyone feels more involved. Literally more involved.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
I love murder times. Hooray! Pop the Christmas crackers. It's murder time. The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Hooray! Hooray for murder. Motel room key. I think it's a semi-transparent glob.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the
God
inside,
damn.
They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
Oh, not
The
step
lock
ladder.
was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
After the agreement, I got so much. I got all the influence gauge stuff because
The killer was
I
still
end up
inside the music venue.
this part I find the
Locking
toughest.
the door from the inside.
No, that's wrong.
I wouldn't have got that on my own. I wouldn't have got that. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking.
There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
That's right. Okay, yeah, because you could squish it through the inside. I was actually thinking that, but I didn't put two and two together.
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Yeah.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Because that was the thing, is it was like I think when they were talking about it, but it might not necessarily be in the clue. It's like, oh, you could like squeeze it, but it's like you could squeeze it in between the door, even if it was closed or something. But I forgot about that. Yeah, my first run, I fucking burned through that. It wasn't rubber at all. It was probably. I see. After the next bit, when they go back into the full discussion mode, I'm gonna have to call this one here because I'll get going.
Glue?
Yeah.
Glue?
I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Chiaki eats glue. Confirmed.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
Well,
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Would you look at that?
If you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's not the
Almost
drumstick.
unnaturally so?
almost unnaturally
It was
so,
obvious
Chiaki.
that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
That's sweet. He still cares.
Well, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Oh my god, you're just putting the suspicion on you even more. Oh fuck, it cannot be fucking Mikan. I'm gonna be absolutely fucking crushed. This stupid mother. God fucking damn it. Oh, it's Mikan. It's Mikan. There's no doubt about it. Fuck. What unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me. Don't say that. Oh my god. That would make sense, honestly. She has the motive to kill Hiyoko too. kind of obvious. All right, but we're gonna call it here. I gotta skirt scoot. I wanted to go a little bit longer on this episode for YouTube, just because getting like 10 minutes into the class trial and then immediately being like, all right, see you later, it doesn't vibe as well. Now we kind of got the juices flowing, and I get to leave you on a big fat fucking cliffhanger. I did just save, okay. But if you watch this on YouTube, I appreciate you checking out the video. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're enjoying like all the series. If you made it through this far since Danganronpa 1, that's pretty fucking lit. But as for now, if you want to see me play live, it's on Twitch. It's in the description. Feel free to check it out. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. We're going to figure out if Mikan's fucking guilty. Oh, God.